At 2:17 a.m., the apartment was silent except for the soft, desperate cries of a hungry baby. The refrigerator light had just clicked off for the third time that night, revealing the same heartbreaking truth: no milk, no formula, nothing left. Sarah, a 24-year-old single mom, sat on the edge of her worn-out couch, her 6-month-old son Noah trembling softly in her arms. Her paycheck had been delayed. The rent had swallowed her savings. And pride had kept her from asking anyone for help. With shaking fingers and tear-blurred eyes, she opened her phone and scrolled to a contact she hadn't messaged in years: Brian. In high school, he had once told her, "If you ever need anything, text me." She meant to send a simple message asking if he could lend her $20 until Friday. But exhaustion is cruel. One wrong tap. One wrong contact. The message flew into the digital universe: "I'm so sorry to ask. I don't have money for baby formula. Could you please help me just this once? I'll pay you back." She hit send before realizing the name at the top wasn't Brian. It was Mr. B. Whitmore, the billionaire tech CEO she had once interviewed for a cleaning job at his company's headquarters. Her heart stopped. Daniel Whitmore, the reclusive founder of a multi-billion-dollar software empire, known for his ruthless business style and silence in the media. Why was his number even in her phone? Months earlier, she had saved it from a company contact sheet after a temporary janitorial job. She never imagined she'd accidentally text him. Panic flooded her. She tried to delete the message, but it was too late. Delivered. Tears rolled down her face as Noah's cries grew weaker. She felt ashamed. Small. Invisible. Of all the people in the world, she had texted a billionaire. What would he think? That she was trying to scam him. That she was pathetic. Across the city, high above glittering skyscrapers, Daniel Whitmore stood alone in his glass-walled penthouse office, reviewing financial projections. His phone buzzed. Normally, unknown messages were ignored. But something about the raw vulnerability of the words made him pause. He read it once. Then twice. A poor single mom asking for formula money, and promising to pay it back. No manipulation. No dramatic story. Just honesty. Daniel leaned back slowly. He had grown up in foster care. He remembered nights when hunger felt louder than the world. He remembered a stranger once buying him groceries without asking for anything in return. He typed back, "Where are you located?" Sarah almost dropped her phone when it buzzed. She stared at the screen in disbelief. He replied. Not with anger. Not with accusations. Just a question. Her hands trembled as she sent her address, apologizing over and over. Minutes passed like hours. Then another message arrived: "Stay home." That was all. Confused and terrified, she paced her tiny living room. Had she made a mistake? Was she in trouble? 25 minutes later, headlights filled her window. A black SUV parked outside her building. There was a knock at the door. Her breath caught in her throat. When she opened it, two professionally dressed assistants stood there with boxes, formula, diapers, baby wipes, groceries, even a new crib still in packaging. Behind them stood Daniel himself, not in a suit, but in a simple sweater, holding a small teddy bear. Sarah was speechless. "You don't have to pay me back," he said gently, glancing at baby Noah. "No child should go hungry. And no mother should feel ashamed for asking for help." She broke down in tears, not because of the money, but because someone powerful had treated her like a human being. Daniel didn't just leave supplies. Over the next weeks, he ensured she had stable employment at one of his community outreach programs. He arranged childcare support. He created a small emergency fund in her name, not as charity, but as opportunity. And quietly, without media cameras, he launched a nationwide initiative providing formula grants to struggling single parents, inspired by a single text sent by mistake. Sometimes life-changing miracles don't come from perfect plans, they come from moments of desperation and courage. Sarah's accidental message didn't just feed her baby that night, it restored her dignity and reshaped a billionaire's heart. So if this story touched you, remember, one small act of kindness can echo further than wealth ever could. And if you believe in stories that restore hope and humanity, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because the next story might remind someone else that even in their darkest 2:17 a.m., they are never truly alone.